Episode 1, just a faded reunion. Glowing, the wound is shrinking. Don't go. Cough, cough, cough. It hurts so much, my whole body aches. Blood! Get out, you illegitimate daughter. Hey, I heard she can offer her body for money? No. Stella, just obediently die on this rainy night. Oh right, don't be too sad, your cheap father will soon join you too. I remember now. Dad is in danger, my stepsister wants to kill him. Am I gonna die here? No, I won't accept this. Those evil people haven't been punished. How can I die here? Dumn it, they only said it would rain. How did a tornado suddenly start on the sea? Ah, it's too late to say anything now. I just hope the honored guests won't be angry. Our boss worked so hard to get this reception job. Quick, don't say anything. They're coming down. Young Master Stephen, I'm really sorry. I had arranged everything. I didn't expect this to happen. But don't worry, the car is already waiting outside. There won't be any slip-ups from now on. No hurry, but no need for your car. Mine has arrived. Yes, as you say. Be careful on the steps, young Master Stephen. My car is right behind yours. I've instructed them over there too. Absolutely nothing will go wrong from now on. Dumn it, so close. There were voices over there. Hell, can't do it. My throat hurts too much. I can't make a sound. I have to survive. Young Master, I smell blood. Where are you going, young Master? Wait here. The scent is very faint from being washed away by the heavy rain, but I can still smell it. It's coming from here. You save me. I can't die yet. For my father, for myself, whoever you are, please save me. Who is that? Strange. It seems to be someone I don't know, but why do I feel an inexplicable sense of ease? Save her life. Yes, young Master. But young Master, what about your germophobia? What about your rule of never touching women, of detesting them? You actually carried a woman you've never met, covered in blood. Young Master, the water is ready. Shall you go wash up first? Is everything arranged? All set, the helicopter will be here soon. Send her to the hospital as soon as it arrives. Yes, young Master. 2 months ago, a critical condition notice. How could this be? Dad was always healthy. How did he get a terminal illness? Tsk, such poverty. I suppose you can't afford the medical bills. It depends on whether you want to save your adoptive father. What do I have to do to save him? Turn to the next page. There's a DNA test report. You're my biological daughter. Come with me and I'll save your adoptive father. Sure, when did you get a little sister? She doesn't look a thing like you. Is it okay for us to treat her like this? She doesn't deserve your pity. She's just a bastard who sells her body for money. Look, I even have videos of her throwing herself at old men for cash. Wow, that old man could be her grandfather. Humph, you bastard. I'll make sure you can't stay in school. Xiaochu, what's wrong? I haven't seen you lately, and there are so many rumors about you at school. Come home with me. Xiaochu, I believe you're not like that. I'm sorry, but I'm a Wen family daughter now. The Wen family can give me things you'll never afford. Xiaochu, I don't care about wealth and glory. But this is the only way to save Dad. I'm sorry, Dad. We agreed. Once that fool Yuan Chu follows our plan, we'll get that working capital. You're not softening up because that little bitch looks like her shameless mother, are you? What are you talking about? I'm only thinking of Shuer. I just want to maximize that brat's value. Good you remember our Shuer. Let me tell you, you can do whatever you want with that little slut, but her heart must be kept for our Shuer. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. That girl can't escape me. How can you be sure she'll obey? She's close to her cheap father, isn't she? I made a fake terminal illness notice. She believed it right away. She has no choice but to follow. Ooh, you're so bad. Tian, Cheng, the entire Wen family is at the dinner party. Tonight's the best chance to escape, but the Wens are powerful. My dad and I have no influence. I need something to protect myself before leaving. This gold Buddha. Wen Tiancheng never takes it off, but he left it in the study today. There's a secret inside. This might save us one day. Hurry, no time to lose. Yuan Chu? What are you doing here? The docks. Wasn't she supposed to attend the evening banquet? Why did she come back so quickly? Chase after her. She can't have gone far. Catch her. I want to see her alive or dead. They gathered people to capture me so quickly. It seems the Wilson family really is watching me closely. Wait, it seems there are no footsteps around anymore. Did they leave? Ah, hiding here. I originally planned to spare your life, to make use of you when I needed a heart transplant. You have only yourself to blame, trying to seduce my fiancé. Goodbye, Stella. That girl. Ugh, what was that just now? Dammit, what am I thinking? Just a strange girl. Dad, I'm not dead yet. I have to go save Dad. Don't move. Do you not want to live? You just had surgery. You need to rest. Ugh, you. Stay still. Your wound was just stitched up. Do you not value your life? Phew, ha, Dad is in danger. Dammit, I can't speak. Don't move, or do you not want to know about your father's situation? She cried. Dad, at this moment. I should comfort her first. Don't worry, my people have already retrieved him. He'll be here soon. Thank goodness. Dad is okay. Thank you. Why? Help me. Why? Covered in injuries, severe blood loss, it's a miracle you lasted this long. You must be tired. Rest well. Shocking. The vain and fickle, illegitimate daughter Stella actually did such a scheming thing for money. Sending her to the hospital is me being extremely kind. Don't think about that woman anymore. Get out of my head. Incoming call. What is it? Young master, we've finished operating on that girl, but she's still unconscious. Okay, I'll be right over. Who am I? Where am I? What did I just say? The cold-hearted young master would never admit to being wrong. Episode 4. Everything About You. This girl is named Yuan Chu. Rumor has it she's a vain, promiscuous bastard who'd stoop to scheming for money. But after checking all the information, most of these gossipy tales have no evidence. Moreover, records show she's the illegitimate daughter of the Wen family, and it was the Wens who took the initiative to recognize her. Before being taken back by the Wens, she was adopted by a man surnamed Yuan. Back then, whether among neighbors or at school, her reputation was excellent. Everything changed only after she was recognized by the Wen family. The Wen family's attitude toward acknowledging her is intriguing. After all, as a member of the Wen family, her bad conduct would surely damage the family's reputation. Yet the Wens let the rumors about her spread unchecked. What's more, our investigation found that the mastermind behind these rumors has close ties to the Wen family. Why would the Wens do this? If they disliked the illegitimate daughter, they never had to recognize her in the first place. To take her back only to mistreat her like this, what kind of grudge or enmity is this? The Wen family's daughter, Wen Shuiru, has congenital heart disease. Could it be? No way. This is a society ruled by law. Where there is light, there will always be darkness. The young master is absolutely right. Hey, Yuan Chu even participated in an international painting competition. 'Cause see, the painting went missing during the finals. Young master, look, someone took a photo of her painting before. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. This painting. Xiao Chu? Dad? Don't move. You just had surgery yesterday. Dad, how are you here? I'd thought Dad was ill before, so I let the Wens manipulate me willingly. I didn't dare tell Dad the truth, and in the end, we even had a big fight. It's only been a while since we last saw each other, but why does it feel like centuries have passed? Dad, I'm sorry. It's okay as long as you're safe. I'm the one who should say sorry. I watched you grow up. How could I have doubted you and believed those rumors instead? No, Dad, listen to me. It's the Wen family. Those false accusations I was forced to admit to, those malicious humiliations, those long-suppressed grievances I couldn't put into words. In this moment, I can finally pour them out to the person closest to me. What? They did this to you? They faked my illness to threaten you and tricked me into taking medicine. Get this tested. Yes, young master. Xiao Chu, it was him who brought me to see you. It's him, the one who saved me. My hidden thoughts. Sir, did you save us? Stella is only 18. She should be a bit cautious around strange men. May I ask, are you Stella's friend? I can sense the pressure. This person's aura is too powerful. Who is he? There's no need to be so nervous. I just wanted to know. Is this painting yours? At that time, I went to the exhibition with high hopes and even made it all the way to the finals, but this piece was reported missing on the day of the competition. In desperation, I could only paint another one on site, but this painting was never found. Yes, this painting is mine. Is this painting called The Medal? I really like it. How did you come up with such an image? It's quite strange. It was about a year ago. That morning, I somehow ended up at the docks. and saw a person in a military officer's uniform disembarking from a naval ship. It seemed like he was returning from a mission, but his cap was tilted very low. I couldn't see his face at all. I only saw him standing on the docks, facing the first rays of sunlight from the sea, kissing the national flag in his arms. At that moment, I thought maybe he didn't need any commendation. As long as he could stand on his homeland's soil and kiss the flag, that would be the greatest medal for him. Which is why when I participated in the competition, I didn't think much and decided to paint such a scene. Oh no, did I say too much? It was just my own conjecture. I didn't actually know that officer or what he was thinking. I think that soldier, and you likely had the same thought. Your brushwork is very delicate, so I'd like to request you paint a portrait for me. Not now, of course, but after you've recovered. Sorry, after rescuing you, I looked into your identity a bit, and since you kept calling for Dad while unconscious, I sent someone to bring him here. I hope you can forgive my presumption. He looked into my identity? Even knowing my unsavory past, he can still treat me so kindly? He says he likes my painting, but is that true or false? Thank you for saving my life. I shouldn't trust a stranger like this, but there's a voice in my heart telling me, he definitely won't harm you. No need to be so tense. I really admire your talent. There's something in your paintings that I really like. Come to think of it, I could be considered your fan. So you don't need to be so restrained in front of me. Also, I'm not helping for free. After you recover, you'll have to paint a portrait for me. I'm really looking forward to this portrait. This person seems to lack for nothing. Moreover, I don't seem to have anything worth him scheming for. If it's just having me paint a portrait for him, I think I can do it. I am Stephen. Remember my name? Stephen? Mr. Wilson, may I have a word? Stephen, why does his name feel so familiar to me too? Hello? It's you? Chapter 6, Best Friend. On the other end of the line, a voice so familiar it sent a jolt through her heart. It's you? She agreed to meet, but after hanging up, she lay staring at the ceiling, puzzled. Why would Lin Qianqian suddenly reach out? Cut to the past, memories surged like a tide. Back then, because of the Wen family's influence, no one at school was willing to talk to her. She had stood in the hallway, knocking desperately, calling out, "Please, open the door." At last, the door opened. The only one who reached out a hand to pull her in was Lin Qianqian. In that moment, she believed this girl was a friend for life. But later, she realized that friend was nothing more than a blade wrapped in soft silk. Lin Qianqian suggested holding a school fundraiser for her father's medical treatment, and even wore a look of regret when she told her the application had been rejected. She believed her, overwhelmed with gratitude. But the truth was, the rejection had come directly from Lin Qianqian's own uncle, the vice principal. Trusting her, she even confessed her most humiliating secret. The Wen family was forcing her to marry a 60-year-old man just to save her father. Lin Qianqian comforted her on the surface. "I'll be there with you through this." But in private, she sneered. Until one day, outside the girls' restroom, she overheard Lin Qianqian chatting with someone. A classmate mocked Yuan Chu for treating Lin Qianqian like a savior, calling her shameless, bad luck to anyone who's close, and even embellishing it into a rumor that she slept with an old man. The most ridiculous part? The source of that rumor was none other than the best friend she trusted most. Lin Qianqian even pretended to tell others not to gossip, while secretly letting the laughter spread and bragging about the scoop as if it were her own triumph. Outside the door, her hand gripped the handle, tears streaming uncontrollably. So betrayal, it turned out, happened in silence. Trust, once shattered, collapsed in an instant. Back to the present. Wearing pink bunny pajamas, she lay in bed and sighed. It hasn't even been that long, yet it feels like a lifetime. 3 days later, she would meet Lin Qianqian again. She smirked coldly to herself. What new surprise would this best friend bring this time? 3 days later, their meeting will be 1. The truth exposed, friendship completely destroyed. 2. A fresh round of lies and schemes. 3. An unexpected twist. She had her own hidden hardships for a carefully orchestrated bloodbath. Chapter 7. Because You're Worth It. Yi Chen Yuan pushed the door open. The room was silent. On the bed, the girl was curled up, sleeping fitfully. He couldn't help but mutter under his breath, "That's a dangerous way to sleep." Quietly, he stepped closer, set down his files, and gently lifted the blanket. Yuanchu's forehead was slick with cold sweat, her lips trembled with panic, and suddenly she clutched his hand. Ye Chenyuan froze in surprise. Then came her faint, broken words in the haze of a dream. "No, Dad, don't go." Xiaochu's scared to be alone. The man stiffened for just a moment, then leaned down, his palm warm and steady as it patted her shoulder. "Sleep, I'm here." Only then did she finally drift into a deeper rest. When she woke, her head still ached, and her mood was heavy. Her father was safe for now. Only then could she breathe a little easier. But Lin Qianqian's invitation still lodged in her mind like a splinter she couldn't pull out. That was when Ye Chenyuan's voice suddenly broke the silence. "You're awake?" She jolted, startled, never imagining he would still be in the room. She wanted to ask why, but instinctively accepted the glass of water he held out. When she realized what she'd done, she mentally scolded herself. "Where did your guard go?" "Is it cold?" he asked softly. Flustered, she gulped it down in one go, her heart racing from this unexpected gentleness. "How's my dad?" she blurted. "Sent home. Someone's watching over him." His voice was calm, solid, strangely reassuring. Then he made an offer. He would let her family move into one of his unused properties. She shook her head immediately, feeling unworthy of such kindness. But the man simply raised his hand, his fingertip brushing lightly against her lips. "Shh, you're worth it." In that moment, even the air grew warm and tinged with something unspoken. Is he really just being kind, or is there something more? Chapter 8. The Appointment. Ye Chenyuan didn't beat around the bush. He wanted Xiaochu to paint a portrait of him, and during this time, he promised to protect her. Xiaochu hesitated, but the man added casually, almost like a final push, "Your father has already agreed." She froze. Why would her father accept a stranger's offer? Was it because he had saved her before, or was there another reason? Having seen the cruelty of the world, she both longed for kindness and feared to trust it. After a long silence, Ye Chenyuan looked up and asked, "What's wrong?" Biting her lip, Xiaochu finally spoke. "Why are you so good to me? Don't tell me. You think I'm that kind of girl?" The man gave a faint, wordless smile, then lightly flicked her forehead. "I treat you well because you are worth it, and I know you're not someone who chases vanity." Xiaochu muttered, "That's too vague an answer." During their casual conversation, she mentioned she would meet a friend in 3 days. Ye Chenyuan suggested sending someone to protect her, but she refused. Seeing it as unnecessary, the man sighed, leaving with a meaningful smile. Good friends. When the door closed, Xiaochu snuggled under the covers. That smile had touched her heart. 3 days later, she arrived at the meeting spot. Lin Qianqian sat anxiously on a bench, worried. Yuanchu might back out. Upon arrival, Xiaochu had prepared herself mentally. As the doorbell rang, she greeted her friend. Meeting her, Lin Qianqian immediately noticed a change in Xiaochu's demeanor, expressed how much she had missed her, and even thoughtfully ordered her favorite meal. But Xiaochu scanned the surroundings. The area was upscale but secluded, and something felt off. Suddenly, Lin Qianqian clutched her stomach, saying she needed to use the restroom, and instructed Xiaochu to wait right there. In reality, Lin Qianqian ducked into the bathroom and sent a message. The person has arrived. The air seemed to thicken. Xiaochu sat frozen, a sense of unease rising in her chest. Her hand quietly reached toward her bag, ready to leave at any moment. "Are you waiting for me?" At that moment, a hand landed on her shoulder. She turned. An older man approached, smiling, "My dear." Fear instantly clouded Xiaochu's eyes. Could this "my dear" gentleman be the nightmare from her past? Chapter 9. The Power Rising Within. His sudden appearance shocked Yuanchu, memories flooding back. Once, to save her foster father, Yuanchu's biological father had forced her to choose between her dignity and a loved one's life. The Wen family had used a fake medical report to coerce her into marrying Liu Jigi, treating her as a bargaining chip at the dinner table, pushing her toward an old, lecherous man. That man leered at her and, in front of her, asked, "Such a fine daughter, you're willing to give her away?" Her father, like a sycophant, laughed and said it was her good fortune. Yuanchu sneered inwardly. Fortunately, the truth had surfaced in time, otherwise she would have been forced into that marriage. But what hurt her most was that this scheme had been orchestrated by her so-called best friend, Lin Qiangqian. When the old man uttered, "My dear," she snapped. Grabbing her bag, she swung it at his face and stormed out. The old man stood up, insisting stubbornly that she was going to marry him anyway. But Yuan-Chu ignored him completely, thinking that now her father was safe and she would no longer be coerced. Lu Jigi tried to forcibly reminisce with her. Prepared in advance, Yuan-Chu retaliated with pepper spray. While he was temporarily incapacitated, she seized the chance to escape. Lu Jigi, humiliated and furious, grabbed her arm, but due to the disparity in strength, he couldn't restrain her. He threatened to punish her, and Yuan-Chu, terrified, struggled and shouted, "No!" At that critical moment, a strange, overwhelming force surged from within her. The man was thrown violently, crashing against the wall. There was no time for her to be stunned. She ran immediately. To her shock, the wall he had hit actually cracked. Yi Chenyuan, hearing this later, simply said, "It seems protection is unnecessary." Chapter 10. The New Residence. Yi Chenyuan personally arranged for the man in the suit to escort Yuan-Chu and her foster father to a new home. When they opened the door, the space was bright, spacious, and exquisitely cozy. Her foster father remarked that although the house wasn't large, it was perfectly quiet amid the bustling city. The location was prime, yet outside the window flowed the tranquil Long River. Yuan-Chu rolled happily on the sofa, and her foster father was also pleased, though curiosity lingered in his heart. Why had Yi Chenyuan gone to such lengths? The man in the suit came to confirm if they were satisfied, and her foster father nodded in approval. Though they couldn't repay him yet, for the sake of his daughter's safety, this arrangement was undoubtedly the best choice. Yuan-Chu excitedly picked out her room while her foster father headed to the kitchen to cook. As she returned to her room to unpack, she recalled lying in the hospital for 2 full months. Though she had fully recovered, Ye Chenyuan had insisted she stay longer out of caution. His expression was cold, yet he cared deeply about everything concerning her, even calling to apologize for being on a business trip and unable to personally escort her to the new house. Yuan-Chu didn't voice it, but in her heart she felt touched, though she kept reminding herself, he was just doing this for the portrait. While organizing, she discovered a glowing gourd pendant, piquing her curiosity. Recalling the golden Buddha statue with its unexplored contents, and knowing how important it was to Wen Tiancheng, she decided to keep these items carefully. At the dining table, father and daughter shared a warm, satisfying meal. Her father mentioned Ye Chenyuan, and Yuan-Chu explained he would be away on a business trip for a month. When the topic turned to school, her father worried over the gossip and rumors she had endured, suggesting she transfer. But Yuan-Chu shook her head. She was going back. Those malicious labels others had casually attached, she intended to tear them off herself, piece by piece. The new house, the pendant, the golden Buddha, what secrets might they conceal? Comment below. Do you want to uncover the mystery of the pendant first, or the secret behind the portrait?